Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a brief um, discussion on. Oops, wrong class. Wrong class. Where are you? Wrong class. Okay. I want to do a brief discussion on the forums, okay, so that everybody has a kind of clear picture of what's going on. The workshop schedule is going to be kind of tricky because, like I said, we're not meeting face to face. And because now there are 23 people in the class, that adds a lot of work every week for revisions and analyses and feedback. So what I wanted to do was show you these two things. Do not mistake one for the other. When it's your time for workshop submissions, okay, I want you to load them here. Okay, this is right up at the top of the web page in Moodle. So load your official workshop submissions here. Okay, so you can go into that forum and then add a discussion. Your name will pop up. Make sure that it's clearly labeled. Okay, and you can put the poems and story drafts together in the same file. You don't have to upload two unless you really don't want to. Either way, what I want to talk more about is the peer review forum. As the semester is going forward, now, because we're online, there's going to be a limited amount of feedback that you are all giving to one another. So what I wanted to do was have you all, if you want, okay, I'm not going to mandate this, but please feel free to go into this review forum and add a story or a poem or something. And what I'd like to see is that everybody tries to comment on each other's work, okay? I would ask, out of respect for one another, because now that we're all writers, I would ask that you try to respond to somebody else's work, and you don't have to write out a full essay. But it should be a little bit more substantive than cool or thumbs up. This will populate with stories and poems in here. What I'd like to see is that you respond or make comments maybe 4 to 5 times over the semester. Okay, that's just out of respect for one another, and also because the peer review process that we normally do in workshop is basically non-existent right now, right? So, that said, please feel free as you want to drop in here and use this forum to connect with each other, to chat about each other's work. Like I said, I'm trying to build for you a sense of community that all writers need. And as undergrads right now, you're probably all roughly in the same boat. Maybe some of you have done some writing, maybe you haven't. But if you feel like you're an experienced writer and you can give good peer review and feedback, please do. Make use of this forum to engage each other. Now, like I said, I don't want to see rude comments and stuff. I don't think anybody's going to do that. But being critical is not being rude. Okay. I'm going to be very critical, or as critical as I can be, of your poems and stories, and I never mean to be rude. I'm trying to make your poems or story the best possible one that it can be. Okay, so that's what I would really like to see with this peer review forum. I will probably not be policing this, except to kind of count and see how many posts and responses you've made. So you don't have to post 4 to 5 times. I simply mean when somebody posts a document that you pop on, read it, and give them a little bit of feedback. Okay, it's not too complicated. It's not too time consuming. And then maybe if you have a draft that you want to work on and you want to get some extra feedback, drop in here and see if people will give you feedback. Okay, so that's that. I did finish, I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to post a couple more lectures here on a couple specific short stories. Like I said, I'm not making you all read all the stories, but if you're writers, you really should be reading. Like I said, here are some writing prompts. You can go in here, and these will help maybe get you started. If you'll notice, though, almost all the writing prompts begin in kind of tense situations in medias res. So, week 3, like I said, a character sketch, possible plot formulas. This is just to make sure you're thinking and writing, okay? So like I discussed the character sketch up here. All you're doing is just kind of sketching in the character. Who are they? It's whatever. We'll then move to Richard Hugo and his book, The Triggering Town. His essays are really good. They're very clear, very funny. I will be slowly populating this list up here. And then workshops will probably hit right around week 7. With 23 people, that means we're going to have a lot of workshops every week. That's going to be very time consuming. And then your final portfolio, like I said, will be available here toward the end of the semester. So I am very slowly building all of these shells, and you can see, there's a lot of stuff that I'm adding to them. So that said, where were we? Yep, try to use that peer review forum. Try to keep writing every day. And then we'll work through all of these topics in fiction, and then work toward poetry, and that will give us our drafts, that will give us our workshops, and that will give us our final portfolios. So anyway, I just wanted to briefly discuss that with you in case there are any questions. So thank you.